Ultimate Gemini 3.0 Pro Guide 2026. How to use Google AI for beginners. Google just released more AI updates in one single week than most companies release in an entire year. And if you've been hearing names like Gemini 3 Pro, Nano Banana Pro, Agent Mode, and VO 3.1, and thinking, wait, what is all this? Trust me, you're not alone. Even people deep in the AI world had to pause and catch up. But here's the real question I want you to think about. What if this wasn't just a bunch of new tools? What if this was Google quietly changing how work, learning, creativity, and even thinking will happen from now on? Because that's exactly what this feels like. Let's start from the heart of it all. Gemini 3.0 Pro. This is not just another chatbot upgrade. This is Google's most intelligent AI model ever, and it's now the brain behind almost everything they're building. Gemini 3 Pro doesn't just answer questions. It reasons. It plans. It thinks before it speaks. And that might sound small, but it changes everything. Have you ever noticed how some AI responses feel rushed? Like the AI is just guessing what sounds right instead of actually understanding the problem? Gemini 3 Pro is designed to slow down. When you give it a complex task, it doesn't jump straight to an answer. It breaks the problem into parts. It compares options. It thinks through consequences. And then it gives you a response that feels structured, clear, and actually useful. It feels less like software, and more like talking to a smart human who's really listening. Gemini isn't limited to text. It understands images, videos, audio, screenshots, PDFs, charts, dashboards, and even full code projects, all at the same time. Imagine showing AI your entire workspace and saying, okay, help me understand what's going on here. That's what multimodal intelligence really means. Now ask yourself this. What happens when AI can look at a complicated dashboard and instantly tell you what matters most? What happens when it can spot patterns, notice problems, and suggest next steps before you even know where to look? At that point, AI isn't just helping. It's thinking alongside you. And it gets even more impressive with video. Upload a video, and Gemini can break it into chapters, highlight emotional moments, analyze pacing, and suggest improvements. It's not just turning speech into text. It's understanding the story. It's acting like an editor. And when you see that happen, you realize something important. AI is no longer just a tool you use. It's becoming a collaborator. Then there's long context understanding. Gemini 3 Pro can read massive documents, 30 pages, 40 pages, even more, without getting confused or forgetting details. It doesn't miss the fine print. It doesn't lose track halfway through. It understands the whole thing. It can summarize key findings, explain methods, point out limitations, and answer detailed questions. Be honest with yourself. How long would that take you to do alone? Now here's where things really start to shift. Gemini isn't stuck inside one app anymore. It's now deeply built into Google Search. When you turn on AI mode with extended thinking, search stops feeling like search. It starts feeling like learning. Ask how to improve your YouTube click-through rate, and instead of links, you get strategies, examples, benchmarks, and ideas you can use right away. Ask how quantum entanglement works, and Gemini explains it with simple analogies and visuals that actually make sense. Ask how compound interest grows, and it shows you charts, numbers, and projections instantly. So let me ask you something. If search can now explain, visualize, and calculate on demand, what does Googling something even mean anymore? Education is where this becomes impossible to ignore. You can ask Gemini to explain a physics concept like projectile motion, and it won't just throw formulas at you. It explains the idea step by step, shows how things move, and breaks it down in plain language. Then you can ask it to turn that explanation into a simulation, and it writes real code that you can run immediately. Push it further, and it can build an entire interactive app where you play with forces, gravity, and motion in real time. Think about that for a moment. What used to take hours of coding and learning can now happen in minutes. Learning stops being something you passively read and becomes something you actively explore. So ask yourself this. If learning can now be this interactive and personal, why would anyone want to learn the old way? Gemini doesn't even need you to type anymore. Voice mode lets you speak naturally. You can brainstorm ideas, plan content, or organize your thoughts just by talking. Gemini listens, understands, and responds instantly. Perfect for when ideas hit you while walking, driving, or just thinking out loud. Then there's live camera mode. This is where things start to feel almost unreal. You can point your camera at handwritten notes, a whiteboard, or a rough flowchart, and Gemini reads it, understands it, and gives feedback in real time. It can spot missing steps. It can catch logic errors. It can suggest improvements instantly. This is AI that sees what you see and thinks about it as it happens. Now let me ask you something important. What happens when AI doesn't just give advice, but actually takes action? That's where agent mode comes in. Instead of telling Gemini exactly how to do something, you give it a goal. Organize my inbox, research this topic, and draft an email. Plan my week. Gemini breaks the task into steps, uses tools, browses the web, connects to apps like Gmail and Calendar, and executes the plan for you. This is the shift from assistant to agent. From helper to doer. While Gemini handles thinking and planning, Google also released powerful creative tools designed to work with it. Nano Banana Pro is Google's most advanced image generation model, and it's built for professional quality visuals. One of its biggest strengths is text. If you've ever used AI images for thumbnails or posters, you know how broken text usually looks. Nano Banana Pro fixes that. Clean letters, clear words, real typography. It can even check real-world facts using Google search before generating images. That means if you ask for an infographic with real data, the numbers are accurate. Add advanced lighting, style control, image blending, and high-resolution output, and suddenly you're creating studio-quality visuals in seconds instead of hours. Then comes Veo 3.1. Google's video generation model. This is where creativity really takes off. Veo doesn't just create video. It creates sound, too. Dialogue, background noise, music, and atmosphere, all perfectly synced. Voices match lips. Google didn't just release AI updates. It quietly redefined what's possible. And now the choice is yours. You can watch this change from the sidelines, or you can step in and start building. Because this isn't the future anymore. This is the new normal. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.